A serial killer is typically defined as a person who murders 3 or more people over a period of 30 days, with a cooling off period between each murder.
All right. There we go, stand by, something.
I love you. Oh dear. Theodore John Kaczynski Jr. was born in Chicago on May 22nd, 1942. The parents called him Teddy John, and like all babies, he craved affection.
I used to pick him up out of the crib, and he would be bouncing around, and he would nuzzle his head in my neck and chortle and gurgle and pull my hair, and he was a bundle of joy.
At 9 months old, Teddy John had a severe case of the hives that required hospitalization. He was left alone because hospital rules barred parents from staying with their children. When Wanda came back to take Teddy John home, he was a different baby who now shunned his mother's love.
And I took that baby home, and I rocked and coaxed and cajoled and hugged and sang to him, and it took days before he would look at me. And when he looked, it was a sober look. He became a sober baby. I never had that nuzzling in the neck and hair pulling again, ever.
Teddy John never snapped out of it. At times, he rejected human interaction. Wanda and Turk called it his shutdown state, and it became a defining part of Ted's personality.
So deep into suicide and shame that the misery causes the bedroom lights to fade and climate change.
He was always certainly eccentric. He had trouble making friends. He would go through periodic withdrawals, even from
I could have been in classes with him and not realized it. Certainly he never came to me to talk about homework. And of course many other guys I had classes with did that. So he didn't use any opportunity to...
Squalid, I don't even try to hide the pain.
Ted's impressive work caught the eye of the University of California at Berkeley. In 1967, he was hired as an assistant professor on a tenure track at one of the most prestigious math departments. Student evaluations of him were dismal. Many reported that his lectures were useless and that he ignored them. Then suddenly, January 20th, 1969, the day of Richard Nixon's inauguration, Ted resigned his hard-earned post, saying he wanted to quit mathematics. The university pled with him to stay, but to no avail.
I don't want to be in the band anymore. I was happy. I never meant for it to grow like this. When I'm up there, singing, they don't understand how much I give.
After leaving Berkeley, Ted drew closer to his brother, David. In the summer of 1969, they went on a camping trip to British Columbia, where Ted tried to buy some government land. For the first time as an adult, David witnessed Ted's shutdown state. He was used to Ted's sullen nature, but this went far deeper.
From a long distance and talk with them once they hop in the van.
In 1978, he came out of the wilderness and moved to his parents' new home in the Chicago suburb of Lombard. Living alone in the woods had done little to smooth his rough edges. David wondered why his older brother was so out of step.
Act sort limbless. Fuck rap, I am bored, but
On May 24th, 1978, a package exploded at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois, injuring a security guard. The crime went largely unnoticed. A A year later, a second bomb went off at Northwestern's Technological Institute, injuring a graduate student. Again, it appeared to be an isolated incident. And 6 months later, a package exploded in the cargo hold of a plane that had taken off from Chicago's O'Hare Airport. A dozen passengers were injured. There was little evidence, but the FBI was sure of one thing. They had a serial bomber on their hands. Based on his targets, the FBI gave him a name.
Unabomber, 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 Unabomber.
I've been to war, age 24, sedated in...
Percy Wood received a mail bomb in June 1980 that severely injured him.
And still fuck up my verses and my boots for this album. Obnoxious, rock lines, drop hits, clock tick, turn ciphers at the mosh pits. Cane sniffed in, pale flesh, plain pigment, gray wig fits big, depressed, split vein, wrist slit, take the stage, Jane's addiction, waltzing with a rape victim, numb nostril, one's clock still, $20 snot bills, on countertops next to bong spill, fishside events, cabin Vermont Hill, ski resort, rode the blizzard with no cartilage and got chills. One's for the fans, good looks on the gas, now I can float away like birthday balloons from a missing child's hands.
The investigator compared the history of the bombings with Ted's known movements. Once again, the similarities could not be explained away as coincidence. David made the most difficult decision of his life. He allowed his lawyer to turn over Ted's name to the FBI. The story of Ted Kaczynski, the loner, was about to captivate the nation.
Want to know something? They could kill somebody and not even know what they were doing.
What happened to you?
Unabomber.
And if you ever give out any information about this band again, you're going to wake up some morning with both legs broken, maybe your head.
He was a good kid, no problems with delinquency.